Tom Brady, the legend who has spent decades defining greatness in the NFL, has once again stepped into the spotlight. But this time, not with a football in his hand, but with a ranking list that has left fans buzzing, doubting, arguing, and yes, questioning their loyalties. After week 11 of the 2025 season, he released his newest top 10 list, and trust me, the reactions are louder than stadium crowds on game day. But let's slow down and walk through what actually happened, because once you understand Brady's style, his history, and his eye for the game, everything begins to make sense. Brady placed the Philadelphia Eagles at the very top of the rankings. And honestly, who could blame him? Their gritty, grind-it-out win over the Detroit Lions wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. A statement that championship teams don't panic. They don't fold, they don't quit. They find a way, even when the path is messy and difficult. Brady rewarded that heart, that resilience, and moved them to his number one spot. After that came the Los Angeles Rams, the Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots, and the Buffalo Bills completing the top five. And here's where things get even more interesting, because Brady isn't just listing teams, he's revealing how he thinks. He highlighted Denver's defense, calling it something that could become an all-time unit, especially after their tense 22-19 win over Kansas City. That's not a small compliment coming from a man who spent decades reading defenses like open books. Now that win over the Chiefs, that shocked a lot of fans because it handed Patrick Mahomes and his team their fifth loss of the season, the Chiefs sitting at .500. We don't see that often. It feels unusual, uncomfortable, almost unbelievable. And yet, Brady refuses to drop them out of his top 10. This is where everything becomes controversial, just like he himself said. But Brady doesn't back off. In fact, he doubled down. With a calm but confident voice, he said something that instantly turned the whole internet upside down. "It's Chiefs. Yeah, you heard me." And then he went on listing the Packers, Bears, Bucks, and Seahawks after them. But the real twist wasn't the placement, it was the reasoning. Brady told fans to close their eyes and visualize something simple but powerful. January, cold weather, a tight game, and Patrick Mahomes holding the ball with 5 minutes left on the clock. He asked, "How do you think that story is going to end?" That's the moment everything clicks. Because no matter what the standings say, no matter how many losses the Chiefs take, Mahomes is still someone who can flip a game on its head at any moment. And in Brady's world, that's what makes them a cheat code for power rankings. And if he's being honest, and he was, he said fans are lucky he didn't rank them even higher. Before we continue deeper into this story, listen. If you're enjoying the update so far and you want more real, clean, twist-packed, drama-filled NFL breakdowns, then hit that subscribe button right now, because trust me, you don't want to be late when the next shockwave drops. Now let's move on. One more subtle detail didn't go unnoticed by fans. Brady seemed to completely ignore the 8-2 Indianapolis Colts. Whether it was an honest oversight or Brady just trolling the fan base after their Week 11 bye, no one knows. And that uncertainty, that mystery, is exactly why people call his rankings controversial. Because he makes you question, he makes you think, and sometimes he makes entire fan bases rage in the comments section. And yet, fans can't stop watching, they can't stop listening. Because deep down, they trust the mind that lifted 7 Lombardi trophies. But here's the beautiful twist. Even when emotions run high, even when fans feel confused, doubtful, or furious, the truth is that Brady understands football in a way that very few humans ever will. He's not just giving rankings, he's giving insight. And whether people agree or disagree, everyone ends up paying attention. And before we wrap this up, look, if you're still here, still listening, still locked in from the first second to this moment, that means one thing. You and I are on the same wavelength. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Not for me, but for yourself. Because this journey, these updates, these breakdowns, they're just getting started. In the end, Brady's ranking wasn't just a list, it became a spark, a moment that once again reminded everyone that in the world of football, nothing is guaranteed, everything is earned, and controversy, well, that's just part of the game.